Welcome to a little summary of how I learned Korean in June. I spent the first half of it in Korea, which was really good. And then the second half, I went back to watching Busted mostly and not doing much else, to be honest. I was a bit busy with work, so I couldn't do much studying. While I was in Korea, though, I did take the opportunity to learn some phrases from my friends who speak Korean, which is really good. I'm not sure if I've retained them, but it was a really good practice, and I actually said Korean things in front of a Korean native speaker, which I just think is a good start because that was a huge hurdle for me with English. So better start early with that. And then the main part was just seeing so much Korean. I tried to read everything I saw, like all of the signs. I tried to read out and understand to some extent. A lot of them obviously were like English loanwords and stuff, so I could understand some things for sure. I tried to use like 안녕하세요, 감사합니다, 안녕히 계세요, things like that when I was interacting with people in like stores, which I did a couple of times, mostly with my friends, but I did also do it by myself. But then I always had to be like, hey, English please, question mark, and then still try to say things in Korean, but I didn't want them to assume that I would understand what they were asking me, because I absolutely did not. And then I just had a lot easier time remembering some vocab that I previously struggled with, things like 화장실, which is bathroom, 박물관, which is museum, and 병원, which is hospital. I do wish I had known more Korean, so I actually would have been able to interact better with people, but I tried and it was a really great experience, and I definitely felt like I could experience the country slightly better because I knew a bit of Korean. At least I could say hi and bye and feel slightly less uncomfortable with asking people to speak English when I then could be responding to them in Korean. I imagine that was actually really confusing. I don't know, that was great of me, but I was very proud of myself for going to the shops by myself because I'm really anxious about that even in countries where I do speak the language. So I was very happy with my trip, but I do want to go again, and I do want to be able to speak a lot more Korean and actually practice with people. I do think I want to find someone I can practice with here because I realized how little listening comprehension I actually have. That was June for me. I hope I'll see you next month.